Welcome to Shomach Shov on the Daf. She responds to Luinish Masam Yakashov Leah Basitzchok. We're holding Bava so Daf and base. The Gemara in the top of Amud Aleph brings that we cannot ask a question from the Mishnah on Rav, because Rav Tanah hu Polik. Rav is a Tanah, and as a Tanah he's allowed to argue with the Mishnayos. Now we find a little bit of a contradiction in the Rishonim, starting right from the Geonim. Is Rav really a Tanah or not? On one hand, it's brought down, and here Rav Hai Goren, it's brought down to Sefer Ginzi Geonim. The Rav Hai Goren says that the Rav is called a Tanah, and we have three places in Shas that we refer to Rav as a Tanah. Because he says, what is the name of Rav? Rav is a nickname, but what is his real name? Is Abel, Rav Abel. And he brings three places in Shas V'Shayis where we find through Rabbi Abba spoke, he was a Tanah. So Rav is Mamash a Tanah according to that. But on the other hand, we find the Ritva over here in our Sugya that says, not that Rav is a Tanah himself, but Rav probably found a Tanah in the Mishnah that argues with the Tanah of our Mishnah. So he has a Tanah to rely on. The Taisus in Ksuvis Davches, he adds, Rav Tanu Polig means Rav had, so to speak, the guts to argue with Tanoim. Because he held he's able to argue with Tanoim, he's in the level of Tanoim. But other people in his generation did not consider him as a Tanah. Rabbi Yochanan did not consider Rav as a Tanah. So in a sense, this is saying that Rav considered himself as a Tanah, while others did not consider him to be a Tanah. And similarly, the Halachas Ktanos brings, Chelik Beis Siman Ayin Daled, he says, the Gemara says, why Rav argued because Rav Tanu Polig, but we don't consider him to be a Tanah. We have a Machlekes. Rav against Tanoim, we pass like a Tanoim. And Kloli Hashas, they quote the Sefer HaKrisus, that brings, and also the Yad Malachis says it, that the idea is that yes, sometimes we want to use why Rav argues, Rav Tanu Polig is Mamash, you have no other brayer, you have no other choice, no other answer. But we don't really rely on that, the Rav Tanu Polig. And the Ramosha Feinstein, the Ramosha brings our Gemara, and he says, when our Gemara says Rav Tanu Polig is only a maybe. In other words, Gemara says, sure the Rav argues because Rav Tanu Polig, but not that we actually rely on that. So what is it? Is Rav a Tanah or not? So one way to reconcile the whole thing is what my Rebbe Ramosha Shapir Zitzal said in the Shurim on the Agatas of Rabbi Chana. It's coming up at Basra. Baruch Hashem, we just came out, the Sefer that I worked on for the last 13 years, the Sefer Nechusi Yoma, which is these Shurim. And there he says, in a few of the Shurim, he says the same idea. And it's because Rabbi Chana is a Talmid of Rav. So he goes there to explain who Rav was and who his Talmid was. He bases himself on the Chidon Shem HaGedolim that says that Rabbi Abba was a Tanah who was one of the Talmidim of Rishir Bar Yochai. Among the Talmidim of Rishir Bar Yochai, the Rishir Bar Yochai, when he taught the Zoyar, there was a group of Talmidim that learned by him, and one of them is Rabbi Abba. Says the Chidor, Rabbi Abba, there is Rav. Rav is the Talmid of Rishir Bar Yochai. So says Ramosha appears, it's explained. Legabi Toyra Sasoid, Legabi the Nister of Toyra, Legabi Kabbalah, Rav is a Tanah. Legabi the Hilchos of Toyra, Rav is an Amorah. Because Rav was right there in between. He was in the generation of the change between the Tanoim and the Amorah. So Legabi Soid, he was still a Tanah, but Legabi the Hilchos, he was already an Amorah. And that really puts everything together. Because when the Gemara says Rav Tanu Polig, it's not just that he considered himself to be a Tanah, but he's not a Tanah. He was a Tanah regarding some things, but not now regarding everything. So Rav had the ability to argue in Tanoim, but we don't follow it completely because they got to be the Hichos, so we consider it to be a Amorah. Rav is a combination of a Tanah and a Amorah together. Regarding the Torah that he learned in Eretz Yisrael by Rishir Bar Yochai, there's a Tanah. It's one of the Talmidim of Rishir Bar Yochai. But regarding the Torah that he is coming to Bava and establishing the yeshiva, Mechiz also Rav the Bavel. The Gabi that he's an Amorah. He's a combination of a Tanah and an Amorah. Anyone want to join the Shomach Shova email list to WhatsApp, please email shomachshova@gmail.com.